Once again, my name is Tosin Opeoluwa. I'm a transformational coach and I am certified to do so. And that is not, like I normally tell people, that is not what qualifies me. What qualifies me is the mandate that I understand that God placed upon my life to this generation to teach transformation from all that I've been through as a child till this moment. Let me quickly say this. There are 7 major pillars that can help you step into your life purpose and make you see things clearly. Life does not require you to just be living without meaning, because basically purpose means meaning. You just want to find meaning for your life. So many times people think that the meaning for their life is in the accumulation of wealth, is in the accumulation of material things. No. Because I know in one of my articles, if you check my blog, I put a blog there sometimes about a wealthy man who actually committed suicide. He went on the train, train rail, and lie there while the train was coming, and they found his remains the following day. He is wealthy, but he is lost in depression. There was no happiness. So I want to say that what gives you fulfillment, what gives meaning to your life, is your purpose. If you don't have reason for living, you don't have reason for existence, life becomes boring. You become depressed. I had this first from Dr. Miles Murrow of blessed memory. He said something. He said, when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. That is why you see so many things that is being abused today. And of course, when you abuse things, there's always a consequence for it. And the consequence most of the time is lack of satisfaction. So people abuse their marriage, people abuse their relationship, people abuse their health because they don't know the reason. People abuse their body because they don't know the reason. People abuse their private parts, what is meant to be private to them, because they don't know the reason. People abuse their job, people abuse everything, their gifts, their talents. I hope you know that those who are using bomb to destroy people, nuclear to destroy people, it's a talent. It's a kind of gift of research that leads into that. Do you now remember that there are some people who are also into research, discovering cure for HIV, discovering cure for cancer? Can you see the difference? It's the gift of research and they are using it positively. So when you don't understand the reason for what you carry, then abuse is inevitable. Now, that thing that you carry is coming from somewhere. And I call that where it's coming from as a source. Every one of us created, we were born for a reason. And we came from a source. For some people, they said they are family of apes. No, me, I'm not. Because me, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am created in the image and the beauty of the Lord God Almighty. So he created me and he put something in my life. He put some things in my life that I am supposed to use to be a blessing to others. That thing that comes from your source, what does it do? It helps you to be a blessing to others. And in return, you will have a blessing back. And most of the time, they come in terms of material wealth. They come in terms of satisfaction. That is what the source will do for you. For me, I discovered my source. Remember, I said there are 7 basic pillars that help you to step into your purpose clarity. Now, for me, One of those pillars was my personality. Another pillar that helped me was my childhood experience. Now, for my childhood experience, I was raised by a single mom, and because she didn't have enough to take care of us, she didn't have enough to nurture us, but she did all she can. My mom is one of the best mom in the world that I ever know. I try not to be proud. She's the best mom. So if you see her, help me say thank you. Now, she did her best to nurture us, to take care of us. And in the process, because every child that is raised from a single home is vulnerable. So somehow I gullibly get into abuse. Now, at the end of the day, I feel useless. I feel worthless. I feel I'm nothing. I feel like I never amount to anything. When I see other children who together, I feel I'm not up to them. I was lost in low self-esteem. I lost my power. I lost my energy. I felt I have nothing in the world. And at a point, I had a mental block. I can't understand anything in the school anymore. But you know what? One day, somebody came into my house and he said, Sister Tosin, do you know that God loves you and have a purpose for your life? That word hits me because I thought nobody loves me, and that is the truth. If you want to get me as a man, just tell me that you love me, because I've never heard that word around me. So I believe that. So I see that. So somebody love me. So somebody really have something for me. Then I make up my mind, because I kept thinking about it. I couldn't get it off my mind. And like around a year after, or the end of that year, I remember December 28th, year 2000. Nobody was making an altar call, but I made up my mind for Jesus. The man was talking about the husbandman, and they said, let's prune this tree. Maybe it will bring forth fruits. And I said, Lord, I want to bring forth fruits in my life. That is the second stepping stone into understanding and having a clarity of your purpose, a major turnaround in your life, a major challenge or incidents that change things in your life. That was the second way where I knew my purpose, because immediately I gave my life to Jesus. God told me, he said, I have called you to be the repairer of the breach and the restorer of the path to dwell in. And he said, those that shall be of you will build the old waste places. So I am so sure that you are part of the people who will build the old waste places, who will turn situations around in your country, who will turn situations around in the health sector, who will develop things, who will repair things, who will create life for other people, who will be a blessing to that child that is suffering with cancer, who will suddenly discover something because they also discover themselves. If you don't discover yourself, you cannot discover anything for any other person. One of the challenges that we have in this generation is that people are quick to complain about things, and we are beclouded by things that we've been through, and so we could not move forward into creating something for another person. And that's why in many of my videos, I hammer on correct attitude. Because even when you discover your talent, when you discover your gifts, when you discover your purpose, something has to keep you, and that is your attitude. That is your attitude. That is your life. That is what will keep you. I hope you know there are several people, celebrities, people who have gone far, people who are using their gifts, using their talents. Many of them fall as a result of their character. I was reading about a well-acclaimed presenter in a biography. And the lady said, look, this woman is not the same person you see on here. She's different when you are the background. She said, I have a horrible experience during interviewing with her. She said, once we go on here, she presents herself to be a great person to the audience. She said, but at the background, she was very cold to me. What am I saying? That source, something has to sustain it, and it has to be substantial. The second pillar, I mentioned the coincidence. Now, when I begin to move on, then I remember one day somebody called me and she said, look, please, I remember the lady's name is Joy, and we attended the same university. And she called me and said, please, Tosin, please, for the sake of this generation, go and study counseling. She said, go and study counseling. And sincerely, it's just a natural gift. It just comes naturally. I just know what to do. And I believe it's the help of the Holy Spirit is that source for me. That is my source. Now, that source provided me with those gifts and ability. So when I look at my life, I realize that what they were talking about my childhood, that you talk too much, keep quiet. So those things are actually what God put there for me to be able to bless the life of someone. What is that thing in your childhood that you really wanted to be? What are they saying about you? It has a meaning. In the workbook that I provided, I'm going to be providing the link where you can actually get the workbook. Very powerful, very detailed. It's going to help you it's going to walk you through every level and stages, and it will help you become the best of yourself by the time you finish that. And you will also have the opportunity to work with me in a group coaching where I will break down every process and guide you through into profiting from your purpose. Now, let's go further. So, what is your source? Your source comes from your gifts or your talents. Now, I move on to say your skill. When you have your gifts or your talents, they are natural. When you have your skill, you develop them. You consciously develop them. For me, my talents, what I do, I sharpen them to the level of skill. Because the talent alone is not enough. Your natural ability alone is not enough. For example, if you have been singing as a child from age 6, and at a point, if you remember, there are several kids who started singing as a child, and then when they grow up, they start messing up because pressure will come. A lot of things will come that will test you, that will shape you. So when those things come, the combination of your skills is going to sharpen that talent and help you to come out shining at the end of the day. So part of the skill that you learn, okay, for example, for me, some of the things that I learn is I know I have the natural ability to speak, to talk, but I learn how to speak. I know that I know how to write, but I never knew that I can turn my writing to also speaking. So I learn how to do that. I know that I can talk, but I don't know how to help somebody else out there become who they want to be. I went ahead and have certifications on how to help people, on transformation, on life purpose, on business, on behavioral therapy, everything helping me to be able to help someone out there. Your talent and your skill. You develop your skill, your talents are natural. And here is the thing. I'm not saying you don't have to do things that are not in line with your talents. But I want to say that it's a total waste of time if you are not developing the skill that align with what you are cut out to do with your life. You know why? That will take me to the next thing. And I have a table. When you get to the workbook, you'll be able to see everything and you will understand better and you will love this. There are lots of good stuffs in there, as in juicy content that I put together there. So this is what happens. For some people in life, they are working with their skill, not really their talent. Remember, skills can be learned. So they're working with their skill. And for some people, they're working with both their talents and their skill. Now, here is the thing. For those who are working with their skills alone, so they have a job. But for those who are working with their skill and their talents, what do they have? They are entrepreneurs. They work for themselves. They serve other businesses and serve other people. And much more. Some of them are in ministry. And some of them are leaders, as in leaders of industries. They are pastors. They are coaches. They are serving a particular purpose. And they are using their skill and their talents together. And some people are using their skill and their talents for a job. But here is the thing. When you finish that job or when you retire from that job, so what will you be doing? As in, what else? Even when you are quiet, because a lot of people are going to work, but they don't enjoy what they are doing. They don't like the job. They are around people they don't want to be around. They don't like it. They are not happy. I saw a lady. One of the things that prompted me to come up with this training was because of a lady I saw on LinkedIn. She was crying and saying she's calling on the government to please arise and help contract staff because they are been working with the bank for a long time and they were sacked without hope, without a benefit, without any opportunity. Meanwhile, as she's using her talents, as she's using her gifts or her talents, she might not know for this bank, she ought to have been building the platform for her own talent and her skill on her own. Tosin, what are you saying? Yes, this is what I'm saying. Let me give you an example. This lady, she goes to work Monday to Saturday. Banking job can be that funny. Now, on Sunday, what will she be doing? Maybe go to church or use the time to wash or use the time to watch TV. But do you know that she can actually use part of that time to learn something new? Learn something new that will sharpen her talent, what she's naturally good at, that will help her to develop it so much more that she will begin to put it out there bit by bit, bit by bit. Showcase what you are doing, showcase it online. People are seeing what you are doing already. So by the time your employer say bye-bye, you flow into the full use of your talents and your skill. What will your source do for you? Your source is your voice. And you can never be shut down because it's your voice. What I'm saying today is my voice, is my truth, is what I learned, is the gift that was in me, and I got the skills to present it. This is only the surface that you are seeing. A lot have gone behind. A lot was going behind. A lot is still going, and a lot have gone behind to see what you are seeing right now. Let me ask you, what are you doing about that thing that you are good at, but you chose to sit on sustenance? Because that job will only sustain you, but your purpose will not only sustain you, it will sustain generations. It will bless generation. And it's essential for you to walk in your purpose is because good people deserve good things. Because when good people have good things, they bless others. That is why it is essential for you to understand who you are and you plug into this flow so that you will be building, as you are working for someone, you are also building the life that you love. And before you know it, you run into the season of working from your source and not from sustenance level. Your sustenance level is the job level. And probably everybody need that. If you are not born from the wealthy home, you want to build something for yourself first and then try to transfer it into a fully functioning with your talents and your skills. Now, let's move forward. So, when we look at purpose clarity, remember that I said it's about your childhood, it's about the influence of people around you, about your personality, and I've also said one of them is about a particular challenge that leads to a turnaround in your life. I did not mention all the 7 in this training, in this very presentation, but in the course, I'm going to break down everything for you so that you'll be able to understand at the end of that course. You'll be able to really understand and appreciate yourself. You begin to love yourself more. You begin to want to do more of yourself. Because it doesn't worth it when you are playing the script of another person on the role of your life. Because life is a stage. And everything we're doing is a script. So you are playing a role. You want to play that role well, so that at the end of the day, when this world is no more, you will have a satisfaction that I have done well. You'll be able to say, yes, I do well. This is the level that God wants you and I to get into so that we can really enjoy all that He has for us. Those contents are so juicy. You need to get the workbook so that you see the details there. It's going to teach you one by one, step by step, on how to get into this realm of clarity. Now, so what do you do with it? Once you get it, it depends on you. Once you get it clear, it depends on you what you want to do with it. Let me quickly say this. People who work in their purpose, though they are employers, this is what happens to them. They will be the soul, the heart of the organization. You can't lay them off. They will rise to the level of being a director. And when they retire, they become a consultant. They work in their purpose, even though they are on them very well. They have been doing it even before they leave that position of being an employee. So it's easy for them to translate into being an employer when they retire. But ask yourself, when you retire, do you have security on that job? When you retire, what will you be doing? The business you don't know how to do. A lot of people spend the whole retirement money on the business they do not know how to do from day one, because the first 5 years of your business is a learning season. And at the end of the day, what do? They finish the retirement money. Statistics say that 5% of the people are not prepared to be independent during their retirement. So most of the time, the children are your retirement. We want to work against this because we want to be a source of blessing for our generation. We want to, at that point, we want to travel the world and begin to bless people, begin to volunteer, begin to travel around, begin to share your experiences. But how will you do it if you don't prepare to get into the realm of your talents and your gifts? There is more to that. You can create many things from your gifts, from that your talents. But you need to find it out. And those are some of the things that I will be teaching in my course. How to get out of confusion. Because once you know, this is exactly what my gift is, this is the dominating one, then I will create the world around it. For me, writing is dominant in my gifts. So what do? I create content. And when I create the content, I teach. So it's easy for me. For me, research comes naturally. I can sit down and dig out things for you. In short, if you want to buy ideas, I can sell for you. Because I have lots of ideas loaded in my journals. Because why? I realize that I always research. So it comes naturally for me to research. It comes naturally for me to write. It comes naturally for me to speak. But writing is dominant. And why is it dominant? It's because I am creative. I understand my personality. So you are going to look at your personality. I've created the space for you there where you will look at your personality. I put the link there where you can click and then you will get your personality test. You get it checked. You will understand why you are acting the way you're acting. You will understand why you cannot do this kind of business. You will understand why people have been coming to you for some things, and you don't even know that that is what you are cut out for. That's what your purpose will do for you. It's going to help you define success. It's going to take you to higher level. It's going to help you to define your goals. Because once you understand what you want to do, what will happen next is you want to clarify your dreams. What's the best thing that you really want to happen to you? What is that thing that you want to see in every areas of your life? What is the next level that you want to go to? What do you want to create for your world? What is the problem you want to solve with that talent? Because once you understand that what the gift, the talent is, the next thing is you want to look at the problem that you want to solve. Because once you are able to solve a problem, then there will be a demand for it. For me, two things I'm using mine for: help people clarify what they want to do. Once they want to do it, most things that stop people is their mind, emotional health. So I tap into emotional health, helping them heal of the childhood wound, which I've been through as well. And I was able to come out. And what else? I help them define, okay, so which path do you want to go to? Do you want to go into career? Do you want to go into entrepreneurship? And then I guide them. And that's why I also got certification in business life coaching and entrepreneurship life coaching, so that I can help people. I don't want to leave people hanging. So when they understand their purpose, what else? What are they supposed to be doing? What should they be doing? I don't want to leave them hanging. That's why I'll go ahead and we'll sit down and we'll strategize together. That is what your purpose will do for you. And then you surround yourself with great minds. You surround yourself with great people. You surround yourself with people who can play with you, who can grow with you. Because in life, we have different kinds of friends. If you have some friends around you who could not help you, fulfill your purpose and say, let's go party, then those are not the friends that you need in your life. You need friends who will be able to lead you. You need mentors and you need coaches. So once you identify your source, in summary, once you identify your source and you identify the talent that is coming from that source, you identify the skill that you are going to need to buttress that source. And those skills include self-confidence. It includes forgiveness. It includes mindset shifts. It includes negotiation. It includes the ability to write proper proposals. Once you get those skills, there are many. I listed them. It's in that manual. You need to get it. It's really going to help you. It's small and loaded. It's about 50 something pages. It's small, but it's loaded. It's going to help you to clarify this. Now, once you got those rights, then the next thing you want to do is to look at what problem will it solve. Once you understand the problem that it will solve, then you put up a structure. How do you want to do it? How do you want to present it? Do you want to present it online? Do you want to present it offline? How do you want to present it? Which medium do you want to use? Do you want to be speaking? Do you want to be writing? Do you want to be blogging? Do you want to be vlogging? Do you want to be consulting? Do you want to work with organizations? Which one do you want to do? Or if you think you still want to be an employee, you can actually be an employee and still dictate things because your skill is speaking for you. You can negotiate if you are really that good at what you do and you know this is what I'm set out to be doing, then you will do it well. Your purpose can be spiritual and it can tilt towards being physical, but still fulfilling spiritual purpose. Let me give you an example. Being able to cure cancer or AIDS or HIV or coronavirus or whatever is not ordinary. It is spiritual. But you might be a doctor. Being able to help a woman who has been carrying pregnancy around for a long time, then you say, come around. Then you just pray. Once you cut like this, you bring out the baby. The mother is alive. The baby is alive. It's a gift. So you can place a demand on yourself for it. Once you do that, you want to maintain it with a good character. And this is what makes you come out best in life. What will you do today? What will you do today to come out of that confusion? How long do you want to continue in struggling, in working with somebody that you don't want to see, but you are just managing? You just want to try. You just want to try, but you are not fulfilled. You are dying inside. You are crying inside. There must be more to life. There must be more that I'm cut out to do, to be. Because all about life is to live and love and impact. If you are living on sustenance, you are not living. You want to live. You want to love. Because when you have abundance, it's easy for you to go into charity. You want to impact. You want to serve those people out there. You want to use your talent of the world. I was watching T.Y. Bellows' TED Talk, and she said with her pictures, she raised money for orphanage homes. With my jewelry skill, I'm using it to raise money. With my writing skills, I'm using it to raise money for women who have gone through domestic violence and want to be empowered. And that's why I have the group that I call Inspiring Single Moms. What do you want to do? How much do you want to matter? Because on the stage of life, nobody will remember how much you collected on that job, how huge your salary was. But somebody you will remember the solution you provided. Somebody you will remember how you wiped their tears. Somebody will remember how you were a blessing to them. Somebody will remember me and say, you helped me. You opened my eyes to my purpose. I saw something in my inbox before I started this live video. My niece was chatting me up and she was telling me, thank you. I have one message in my inbox yesterday and she said, look, I was blessed with your book. I downloaded it on Okada Books. 7 Steps to Emotional Healing. She said, where are you? I have another man in one of my inbox. He said, She referred, she said October 17th, your blog. I want to learn more. What is your coaching package? I want to be a blessing. I want you to be a blessing. You are cut out for more. There is more crying for expression in you. Will you allow it? But you don't know because you don't understand the source. We can work together. I won't do it for you. You will do it yourself. But I will show you. Because God has shown me. He has helped me. And I also get the certifications, the skills that I need to be able to help you. I want you to get this manual. I'm placing the link in the comments below or on the post. You'll be able to see the book. It's the workbook. Get the workbook. If you are going to work with me in a group, I need you to get that book and make your decision that you want things to change in your life. Send me an email or comment below that you want to work with me. Then I will help you open your eyes to that thing. And we will work together and structure it and make it into a profit. My mission: to help you to see the clarity of your purpose. Help you to heal of those emotional clusters. Open your eyes to how you can turn it to profit. How you can turn your mess to your message. How you can turn your gifts, your talent to profit on a platform. And we win together. Thank you very much for staying with me this far, because I believe you are going to watch this and you are going to enjoy it in details. And I want you to comment. I want you to, you might not be able to share it, so you might have to invite people to see this with you. God bless you till I come your way again, till I see you in my inbox, till I see you in my DMs, till I see you in that coaching group. Purpose for profit. Because when I say profit, you will profit physically, you will profit spiritually, because you are going to bless a lot of life. And it's not going to be a rocket science. It's going to be one step at a time. And together we change the world and we bless our generation. Thank you. I love you.